Coming up on this episode of PunishUM Motorsports. You've heard of the SEMA show, but have you heard of PRI? PunishUM takes you into the performance racing industry annual trade show from Indianapolis, where everything about the sport of racing happens right here.
SEMA is the bling show, which is a very good show for accessories and things, but if you're into true racing, you want to do the PRI show.
So put down that wrench and check out the show that the pros attend. In 3, 2, 1. PunishUM Motorsports is being brought to you by Napa, Hawaii. We keep Hawaii on the move. East Bay Tire Company. See the fine folks at East Bay Tire in Waipahu. And by annaul, the never satisfied, never rest.
Thanks for joining us on another episode of PunishUM Motorsports. We are here at the world's largest racing trade expo, the PRI show from Indianapolis. Dean, how's the show been going so far?
You know, the show is even more exciting this year than normal years, Tracy. We attract more and more people from all over the world, and this year's no exception. Sales are good, so that means the economy's rolling.
You know, SEMA and PRI are kind of connected and in some ways are very different. PRI for us is a lot more focused. It's a lot more people who actually turn the wrenches, and the people that we see at this show are the people that are actually in the magazines and on the TV shows. And it's not that they're not at SEMA, but there's a lot of other people at SEMA. The people here are really the shops and the builders and the companies and the people that really directly use the product in really high-profile ways.
High-profile celebrities like Ryan Martin from Street Outlaws.
They're race cars that we drive on the street. I think it's brought a lot to drag racing. There's people smoking the tires, there's people blowing carburetors off, there's people wrecking and all kinds of other stuff, you know. So, and then you got the occasional arguments and fistfights and everything else that goes along with it.
This industry is full of competitors. You know, when you talk about racing, there's only one guy that wins on Saturday night, but all of us are competitive. And the whole idea is to go faster. You know, if you're that type of guy or gal, because there's a lot of gals in it, you know, that's what you do. And it's not hard to be motivated. I mean, you know, getting up every day and fitting shoes on kids is, you know, if I had a shoe store, would not be very exciting.
This is also a chance for folks to get hands-on with the products and speak to the techs one-on-one.
I think what separates Miller from the competition is our dedication to quality. Our machines, whether it's a hobby-style machine or an industrial machine, all have to go through that rigorous testing in-house. We stand behind the product and we take care of the customer.
It's very important to us to make sure that there's good quality product and safety gear available to somebody who's just getting started in racing. That's really our niche in the market.
It's my background, it's my passion. I've rode dirt bikes, I've raced drag bikes. Drag bikes is my background. Something I've always done. Keeps getting bigger and bigger every year. If you told me I was going to be doing this 24 years later, I wouldn't think it would have been possible.
We've been in business 44 years. We have a lot of experience. Our biggest new market is off-road, and then that should move into secondary.
We've been over the PRI show now for the whole since product launch, and the American market is proving to be our largest, as you would expect.
It's the best place to show off our products, get to the real racers. You know, the other shows are out there. It's nice to talk to everybody, but this is the real show.
SEMA is the bling show, which is a very good show for accessories and things, but if you're into true racing, you want to do the PRI show. This is real racing. We've done the show now for almost 15 years, and it definitely has grown, especially when we came back to Indianapolis from Orlando. It was a big improvement.
SEMA is more of a, I want to say, a world market for everything, aftermarket in the automotive industry, where Indy's racing.
PRI is great because it allows us to get back to the roots of the racers and the hardcore enthusiasts that really use the product both on and off the track.
It's not just the enthusiasts, the wheels and tires people, the bling aspect, right? These are the nuts and bolts, and that's the difference, I think, in this show. You get those people who are really familiar with the internal workings of the engine.
The racing industry, like so many trades, are having a crisis of finding qualified, skilled labor.
As a manufacturer, we're into a crisis. We can't find people. The problem is that the population of the car guys is getting older. The challenge of being creative as far as a machinist or a fabricator, the challenge of that, and the rewards for the Picasso that you built. It may be a race car chassis, it may be a crankshaft, but it's your Picasso. And we have to instill in the young kids the excitement of being able to create with your hands and your brain things other than just pushing buttons. Because there are good jobs out there. The excitement and the challenge, you know, they can get their rewards, and we have to teach them what that's about.
Toll for show Island Wide Recovery. Contact Jensen at 306-9303. No toll is too big or too small. And by Kalita Air, the official air carrier of PunishUM Motorsports. And stay tuned to see what's coming up on the next episode of PunishUM Motorsports.
Well, that wraps it up for another episode of PunishUM Motorsports. We had a great time at the PRI show, and we'd like to thank all the fine folks over at DMP Awnings and Todd Okuhara for taking care of us up here at Indy. So from all of us here at PunishUM Motorsports, until next time, always remember to keep it off the street and on a track and speed safely. Aloha.
For PunishUM Motorsports, I am Samson Healoha. As the Pro Stock Motorcycles get ready to hit the track, PunishUM stops by one team's shop to show you how they prepare for the new season. PunishUM Motorsports sits down with NHRA Pro Stock Motorcycle pilot Karen Stoffer. You won't want to miss this. PunishUM Motorsports is a Tracy Arakaki Productions.